Faith communities in Connecticut singing the praises of a restriction rollback that allows them to welcome worshipers at full capacity. Fox 61's Shara Taylor caught up with churchgoers as they attended services.
It's the community and the service together.
Susan Brown enjoys being back at church. She says the Zoom services are nice, but her friends and being present at St. Timothy, where she has been a member since 1972, makes all the difference.
It's difficult to be in quarantine that long. I live alone, and I live on a street with wonderful neighbors, but still.
Churches are allowed to reopen with some restrictions. Businesses can do the same.
And finally, the houses of worship. We had a cap on that previously, then we lifted that. We're maintaining the 6 foot of distancing and maintaining the masking.
The governor lifting capacity limits Friday at restaurants, libraries, museums, aquariums, gyms and fitness centers, retail and office spaces, and houses of worship.
I've been to a few houses of worship in my day where more people are sort of my age than your age, a little bit older, a lot more likely to have gotten vaccinated. I think we can do this in the houses of worship safely, provided you wear the mask and the distancing.
We're very separated in church. I feel quite safe there.
Yeah, I am comfortable. We got the vaccination by the grace of God.
However, some churches like St. Timothy and St. Thomas are still taking precautions. The Archdiocese of Hartford releasing this statement in part, pastors still have to exercise discretion as to what their churches can safely accommodate with regard to the number of people to be admitted.
We have been following the directives from the Archdiocese of Hartford, from the Archbishop Leonard Blair. And of course, he has been following the directives from Governor Lamont throughout this past year.
Last year at the start of the pandemic, churches were closed on Easter as all closed their doors. Father LeBlanc says people drove by to pick up palms on Palm Sunday.
We'll have masses, all the services of Holy Week that are in the church calendar. However, we will not be having any parts of the ceremony that would require proximity of individuals.
This year, there will be active masses and live services. Father LeBlanc says there's an overflow room if needed and registration is required. Reporting in West Hartford, Shara Taylor, Fox 61 News.